of this already. I actually used to play this when I was a kid. Very young. When I had my PS2. I still remember the sounds. Just gonna wait. I always loved this game. Even though I was Thanks. I didn't know I had a big fan because whoa. Oh no. Well, thanks. I never knew I actually had a fan at all. And it's really cool to know because that's what YouTubers do. Thanks. Oh, thank God. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh, no wonder. Yeah. Yeah. But thanks for the compliment. Yeah. Whoa, okay. We go right above you. Heavy machine gun. Thanks. Yeah. Ooh, I'm near a boss fight. So, yeah. Thanks. Whoa. Ooh, a tank. Whoa. Whoa, cool. You're from Russia? That's really cool. Yeah, I'm in the United States. Yeah, but yeah. I hope you like most of my series, even though how big it is, how long the videos are. Like, thank you. Yeah. Hey, sometimes I lose track of time. I don't really know what the backstory is to this. And there it goes. I don't really know the backstory of the actual game. I don't really yeah, there is a lot of, not really war, mostly fighting. But I have other games too. So you could like I have some other games like Limbo. There's a bunch of games I have. I could stream some of those. I'm not gonna just do this game. I'm gonna just do different games, do different kinds of episodes. Maybe I might just change in the middle. Hold up, let me just check. I also have I Am Bread. Oh, really? Well, one of my aunts is has cancer. Yeah. So I know when it sucks when a relative is sick. Yeah. It sucks, you know? And I understand why. Because even though if you like it's still family, you know? They're still like they took care of you in a way. Yeah. But I'm gonna make this video like 10 minutes And I'm also gonna make, if the game is downloaded yet, I'm gonna make 2 videos in one day. Wow. Yeah. Like, I also have a Pokemon collection, so do I. That's very cool. I have the binder right here. Hold up. Whoa! Woo! Ah. So it's a pretty big binder. And, yeah. This is, I have more than, like, 50 pages of Pokemon. So, I understand why you would collect and get Pokemon. Yeah. I also got like a couple big cards too that are like very big. I always like to preserve these. But I also got Charmander. I do got Charmander. I know what you mean. Autocorrect and all that. But yeah, I have it's really cool. I have the original Charizard. I have the original Charizard and it's shiny. Pikachu, so I also have Pikachu. Where is it? And I have Pikachu EX and the regular Pikachu, and right here. I have a lot of Pokemon. I used to collect with my dad, but then I recently bought some from Sword and Shield, basically for the new game. And it's right about here. And it's really cool. I also found some old things. Yeah. It's a big collection, but it's basically my life. I'm trying to save up money to get more, and I'm hoping to get even more than I already have, because I have a feeling this is only the beginning. And all of my Pokemon, all right here. That's basically most of the binder. I only have a couple pages of trainers, and that's how I know. Thank you. And I think I started collecting when I was 10. Right now I'm about to be 13. I've been collecting, but I skipped a year. So I've been basically collecting for 2 years. 2 years, this whole thing. And when I was very little, it was a lot to me. And it wasn't barely anything. It filled a very, very tiny book. But for me, I knew it was just a start. And my dad, like, he literally had half as much as me. He had almost every single Pokemon, the original kind of Pokemon. Yeah, but I also have different kinds of Legos and everything, and it's very cool. I also have like this Lego set near me. Yeah, it this and part of my drawer where only I could get to. Oh, my father's alive. It's just he doesn't live with me. Yeah. Yeah, but I also have my cat. He just mostly comes to the door and just kind of like meows at it and just waits until I open the door. And then he just comes over here. Yup. My mom's in jail because someone else wanted to get revenge for something they did, and they didn't want to go to jail by themselves, so they wanted to bring my mom with them. So I don't have my mom in my household right now, but by the end of the year I should. Yeah. but I hope even earlier because of the coronavirus, they might let some people out early, and they might let out my mom. And the way I would know, it's because someone might come and inspect the house, and if we get that day where they inspect the house, best day, because I will get to see my mom again earlier than I thought I would be able to. And due to the coronavirus, I can't visit her, so all of that. But and my dad wasn't really a good father figure, but he always tried. I live with my grandparents. Yeah, my grandma went to Mexico to visit one of my aunts that I told you that was sick, and my grandpa's just staying here, taking care of us, and that's and it sucks, but I always try to make the best of it because things could be hard, but I know we could get through certain things just by the power of the mind. And it's really cool to know because I didn't get treated right at all when I was living with my dad. It's fine, but like it just, man, to think back, like if you could think back of where you are now and see what has happened in the past and seen how you've grown so much and how you either, because for me, I came from a home that there was a lot of problems. It was very dirty. There was a lot of abuse. There's a lot of that, and I was poor. But I'm glad sometimes when my mom, like, at least tried to draw the line because she knew this wasn't right, and I'm glad right now because my mom could have died at a lot of times. My sister could have died. I could have died. I could not. At times, I might not even, like, if my mom didn't cut it off, I wouldn't have been here today. I know because multiple times I've seen close calls where I almost die. And when I think back to it, it's just scary. My mom really just worked for most of the family in a jewelry store, and that's she has a manager that not even I knew. Um, she would I guess she would take money from people that she shouldn't have, and my mom was part of it, and she didn't even know. She was like doing everything, and she was like doing everything so she could help with my family. She didn't even see it because she was trying to keep me, my sister, and my own father stable. And so we could just stay in one place, stay in a home, and not end up like on the streets. And it it changed my life. At times my dad would realize what he's doing and try to do something nice and try to like have that realize like, okay, I'm gonna try to change. And she didn't do it on purpose. It was the manager that took all the money from themselves for themselves just to like, you know what, I'm gonna take all the money and use it. So my mom didn't even know, but I guess she was a part of it. Man, I wish I knew how to rewrite titles. Yeah, but a lot of things have been, other than like 2020 is like my worst year. and from because she was a part of it. Like, even though she didn't even know what was going on, she was a part of it. So they said, you know what, you are a part of it. You just still have to, go. Yeah, that's I I if I used to say if I was there, I could have changed something, but I can't because they're a school. Yeah. Because of that, I couldn't really say anything. All I could do is write a letter. No, never. Even though I'm partially Mexican, I never dealt with racism. That's what I'm glad with, because I know that sucks. To have something like with that, like actually, that could hurt the person. Dealing with racism is a bad thing. Just because the way you look doesn't mean, yeah. Like, just because the person looks different doesn't mean they act different, kind of thing. You know? Because I'm people would just like automatically think, oh, he's probably a bully. You know? That's what one of my own friends thought before they actually got to know me. They saw me, I was big, tall, big, you know? They thought I was gonna bully them for the whole entire year, but he was one of my best friends to this day. And it's really cool to know that you are your kind of person. You don't have to live by what people think of you, only by the way you want to be. If you want, you have to make changes, but only make the changes if it's only for you. Because if you're only doing it for someone else, they might change the idea of what they want. Maybe you're trying to go for someone you like, and then they start going for a different kind of person. And you worked so hard just to be that one kind of person. But then you put all that hard work into nothing. So only do what you want to do, and if it's only for your own good. If it's something that could hurt you, don't do it. If it's something if it could harm others, I don't really know. I mostly try to change yourself only if you want to improve yourself. Only if you want to mostly like change yourself to like be more better at things. Maybe you had to get a little bit more fit to say you're going for a sport and you just have to be a little bit more fit, so you train a little bit extra hard and you see big changes. The only big changes you gotta see is that they're not hurting you or anyone else. But also think about your actions. Like, in other ways, there's also ways that you could hurt somebody without even knowing. So always, this is a very common one, think before you say, or think before you do, kind of thing. Like, those two things are so important, because if you're not thinking every single day of what I'm doing now, what can I do later in life? And that was one of the things my dad never did. He never thought before he acted. He was always on drugs, always trying to get money for the drugs, and he mostly never thought, because it was always racing and then it would stop, and when it would stop he would fall asleep, take a giant nap, and then start going at it again, he would have a lot of anger no matter what. Maybe if I always try, I have anxiety from that, but also PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and it actually could affect some people. If a PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, either a certain sound or I would say right now good, but before it was terrible. I used to have depression, suicidal thoughts. It was not good. It was not good, but now, after I've seen a therapist, talked with my teachers, all of that, I feel better. And now I realize if anyone like that needs help, I could at least help them. Because I've noticed signs when I was talking to my therapist, I would have signs, like there were signs that I never knew until now. And now, whenever I see those signs, I try to see if the person's okay at least. And I would try to help. And I think my mental health is good. Yeah, but the cat right now is actually one of my like kind of the ones that like help me with like anxiety, cuz they say it's bad to like have your pets next to you to like it it does. It's like very bad. And it depends like how bad it is. Sometimes it could be looming over, but sometimes you just need to remember certain things that are good. And don't be sorry. It's fine. I'm open to talk about this because now I could. But before, anytime I would talk about this stuff, I would get choked up because it would like bring back things. And it was crazy, you know? But now I'm open to talk about it. It's basically like if you're very like if you never really like if you had that voice but you were never to like let it out. If you have that for a certain period of time, it actually like carries on. And now I learned how to like get rid of that. It's like a gate. A gate to like say that's right here is your voice, and then the gate is blocking you from actually speaking out. Once you learn to break the gate, you'll be able to talk to like you could do practically anything. And once you break the gate, it breaks so many other gates. It's like a chain. Before I wasn't able to fight back, but now I'll be able to, because I was tired of trying to like just hold it in. And it just once that broke, like most things just like started coming over me, and I felt much stronger. And it helps a whole lot. Like you don't even know. Like there were so many things that was going that like hurt, but once you broke that one gate, so many other things like just it'll just make you feel free at times. It'll just oh no, hold up. Well, I'm gonna end this thing here because I'm starting to run out of time, and I'm gonna need to check up on my internet. I'm gonna need to check up on my internet and everything try to have it more better so I don't get notifications like I can't broadcast gameplay for a little. But hope you like this video, and hope you like, subscribe, and stay